Hi everybody! For those of you who don't know me, I'm Mr. Rubenstein, and you just saw a video about the different parts of a plant, in a tree, and flowers. And we're going to pick our favorite one. So I'm going to pick my favorite flower and one of my favorite trees. And we're going to break down all the different parts of each of them. And then after you see me do my flowers and tree, then you're going to have a chance to do your own. All right, so I drew one of my favorite flowers, which is the sunflower. So I'll write that here. All right, so the sunflower, just like any other flower, when you're at the stem down here, the roots go down into the soil. This is all the soil, the dark brown. And that is where the water will collect when it rains, like we saw in the video. And the roots drink up all of the water and other nutrients because there's other kinds of food that flowers and plants and trees will get from the soil that maybe we don't always see. So they'll go up and then it goes into the stem. Oh, whoops, gotta put roots. Gotta label those. Almost forgot. Roots. So those are the roots over here. And then up here we get into the stem. And remember, the flowers have stems so that the flower at the top can get closer to the sunlight because the sun is part of how flowers and plants and trees eat because that's where they get some of their food, from the sun rays. So it goes up from the stem, and then, like a lot of flowers have, we have leaves. So I'll label that one L-E-A-F for a leaf. It goes all the way up, and then we get to the top, and then we have the flower petals. If it were a tree, maybe we would have leaves at the top or on the way, but a flower has petals. Flower has petals. And then in the middle of the sunflower is where the pollen and the seeds are. I'm not sure if you can see, but the pollen I put as the dark brown. And the seeds, if you can see in the video, I'm not sure if you can, are the little black dots. So it has the pollen, O-L-L-E-N. And then I'll put over here seeds, S-E-E-D-S. And there we have our sunflower. So next I'm going to show a little bit about the tree I drew. And now we have my favorite tree, the redwood tree. This is a special tree that doesn't grow everywhere. I'm from California, and they have a lot of redwoods that grow there. And I grew up with these trees. And they're special because their bark on the outside of the tree is a special kind of dark red. So they're really wonderful. So I'll write redwood so we know what kind of tree it is. I'll put it up here. R-E-D, wood, W-O-O-D. Redwood. So just like when we were talking about the sunflower, we can start down here to look. We have the roots that go down all the way into the soil. S-O-I-L. And then from the soil, like we just talked about, we have the roots. I'll label that again. Of course. R-O-O-T-S. So we have the roots that go all the way up. But now, when we get to the part of the plant that we've been talking about, where it's a stem, when you're looking at a tree, I'm not sure if you remember, but it's called a trunk, the bottom of the tree. So that's T-R-U-N-K. I had to put a piece of paper here. I made a mistake, but that's okay. I keep my drawing because I like it anyway. So the trunk, like they were showing also in the video, can help with a tree especially, because since they grow so tall, and especially redwoods, because look, if you see at the top, did I finish the tree? Of course not. Redwoods, they're one of the tallest trees in the world that can grow. So sometimes they are so tall, but I wanted to give you that feeling by not finishing it, so then you could know that it really is a huge tree. And when you have a huge tree, of course, you need the trunk to be really strong. So that's something that the roots also help to do to make sure that the trees don't fall over, especially the ones that are really tall, like redwoods. So, and then the trunk is all of the tree that's holding it up, but then on the outside, you could almost think of it like, you could think of it like the skin because it's on the outside, but it's not quite the same. That's called the bark. B-A-R. Okay. The bark of the tree. Then if we keep going up, we have, what do you think you call that? Just like those. Those are branches. A branch. B-R-A-N. Digraph alert. C-H. Branch. And of course, on the branches grow the leaves. L-E-A-V-E-S. Leaves. And we keep going up, and this tree is so tall, I imagine there's a whole bunch more all the way at the top. Phew, I did it. So I have one flower that I chose, the sunflower, and I labeled all my different parts. And the other one was the tree. Remember the name? It's a redwood, one of my favorite trees. And I labeled all the different parts that I remembered. So now it's your turn. You get to choose a flower that you love, or maybe you can even make it up if you don't know. And then same thing with the tree. So a flower and a tree, or a plant if you want instead.